My precious.
On today's broadcast, have robo-advisors finally cracked the code to asset gathering? A leading document management provider rolls out mobile and social features your business soon can't live without. And who are the top industry bloggers all financial advisors should be reading? All this and more. So get ready, FPPad Bits and Bytes begins now. Hey everyone, I'm Bill Winneberg, your host for this week's broadcast of the best technology news for financial advisors. Today's episode is brought to you by Blue Giant Advisor Studios, a multidisciplinary creative firm empowering advisors to engage clients through branding, social media, video, and the web, an experience called hypermedia. Experience Blue Giant's new interactive website and see what's possible for your business by visiting fppad.com/bluegiant. This week's top story comes from the world of online advice providers, aka robo-advisors, as Wealthfront announced this week that the company surpassed $500 million in assets under management. While topping $500 million in AUM might seem like celebrating another 1,000-point threshold in the Dow Jones Index, Wealthfront is starting to increase the gap over similar competitors like Betterment, which manages a reported $360 million, and Personal Capital weighing in at a little over $200 million. Wealthfront claimed over $67 million in new assets for the month of December, which for many RIAs would make up a great year in new assets under management. Still, Wealthfront may not be a profitable business just yet, as Nerd's Eye View blogger Michael Kitces estimated an optimistic annualized revenue of $1.25 million generated to support a team of expensive, full-time software engineers. But pay careful attention to the types of clients Wealthfront cites in its announcement. Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, and more make up the top 10 list of Silicon Valley companies with the most employees that are Wealthfront clients. This group is the next generation of clients for your business, so if you're interested in attracting them, your technology needs to be up to par, but you must offer something that robo-advisors completely lack: a real relationship with a trusted advisor. For more details on Wealthfront's announcement, revenue estimates, and top 10 client list, visit fppad.com/117 for the links to today's show notes. Next up is news from Laserfiche, one of the leading providers of document and electronic content management to financial advisors. Laserfiche held its annual Empower conference for users and resellers in Southern California this week, selling out for the first time in the event's history. Laserfiche announced a number of updates, including a complete redesign of its web-based interface called Laserfiche Web Access 10. Users will find the fresh interface easier to navigate and much more user-friendly on tablets and smartphones. And speaking of smartphones, Laserfiche also introduced a brand new app for Android, adding more support for mobile devices since the introduction of the app for iOS back in 2011. Finally, an interesting development for financial advisors is the addition of a new feature in Laserfiche Forms 9.1. Laserfiche posted a form online that anyone could fill out to post a message on Twitter. But before each tweet went global, the message was automatically routed through an approval process built into Laserfiche. Tie that in with Laserfiche's archiving capabilities, and you have a pretty elegant solution anyone in your business can use to stay compliant on social media and also avoid those embarrassing drunk tweets. To see the form in action and the rest of Laserfiche's announcements, follow the links to this week's stories at fppad.com/117. And finally, many of you ask where I get my news and information to produce each episode of FPPad Bits and Bytes. Well, several of my favorite sources were just listed among the top 10 industry blogs for financial advisors. This week, RIA Biz published its list of the best industry blogs, and what's wrong with a little shameless self-promotion since fppad.com was listed as number 3. So let me thank you for helping make FPPad a part of the top industry blogs, because without your questions, feedback, and loyal viewership, FPPad would not be the resource that it is today. Head over to fppad.com/117 to find out who else made this exclusive list and add them to your go-to resources. Remember, Bits and Bytes exists because of the support of our sponsors. So visit Blue Giant Advisor Studios to learn how their hypermedia solutions can boost your online engagement with clients and prospects. Visit fppad.com/bluegiant to get more information. Want to share a compliment, complaint, or content recommendation? If so, continue the discussion with me on Twitter using @BillWinterberg or search for me on Google+. For FPPad.com, I'm Bill Winterberg. See you next time. Wealthfront may not be a profitable...
Drunk tweet, take one.
Oh, dude, that is so hilarious. Yeah. Take that, Twitter. Yeah.